Hey guys, what's going on? We are at Ozokucon, and I'm here with the legendary Steve Staley. How are we doing today, man?
Pretty good. Happy to be finishing up a really great 3-day con here in Port Huron, Michigan.
Yeah, you ever been?
I have never been to Port Huron before, but I have been to Michigan before. This is my second time actually in Michigan. I was here in Detroit just a little over a year ago.
Awesome, I love it. And you've done so many iconic roles, right? Ippo and Neji and Naruto and stuff. What's been the biggest seller for you in terms of autographs this con?
Toshiro Hitsugaya has been, I would say, the biggest. Neji's a close second, but I can go to a con. I did one in Texas recently where the biggest seller, believe it or not, was Ippo.
Let's go. Yeah.
Which made me happy. I was like, all right, Ippo.
Yeah, man, I'm with you. I've been seeing like a ton of I can't even front and say I'm a lifelong fan, but just over the last few months, I saw these motivational TikToks about Ippo and stuff, and it actually got me to like kind of lose some weight and stuff. Like, no lie, man. What's it been like for you to voice the boxer Ippo?
That character is such a great character because I got to take that journey with him and start off as vulnerable Ippo all the way up to strong Ippo. And he never quite becomes like confident bravado. He's always striving to get better, which I think is what makes him a compelling character. I will say at a certain point, me and the director, Richard Epcar, would always laugh because of the amount of times I would have to do running. Every episode there was for like 3 solid minutes, and it's like, oh my god, is this all are we done yet? Are we done yet? So there was some humor in the recording sessions connected to all of those efforts and the punching noises and the getting hit, throwing up and falling down, all of that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's got to be a lot of fun too, I'd reckon. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And I know that you're a real veteran, right? You don't always encounter people who have been in this space as long as you have, just under 3 decades, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the first animes I started doing would have been like 1996, so 29 years ago, with shows like Gundam 8th MS Team and Fushigi Yugi, Magic Knight Ray Earth, some of these from way back when I didn't even know what this was.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, definitely. You're definitely like on the pioneer and forefront. And, with that, how do you feel like, the career of like an anime voice actor has changed over your tenure?
Well, the main thing that has changed it, I would say, is streaming. I don't know what it's like that. The job is still exactly the same as it ever was, right? That hasn't changed unless you want to get into the difference between digital and before digital analog. That made the workflow process a little bit different. But as far as acting is the same thing. And the other thing that changed it would be streaming. Because when I started, the only people who watched this had to go buy DVDs, buy VHSs. And so streaming, making it accessible to everyone. The fact that you could go home right now and watch Hajime no Ippo with no effort. You don't even have to have a subscription to Crunchyroll. I mean, I guess you have to have a subscription to Netflix, but the fact that it's right there at your fingertips, big difference.
Oh yeah, I've been loving the accessibility that's, just been growing, no doubt. And overall, who have been some of your favorite characters to voice, and like your like real like favorite, like as in like, you like the characters and like how they present themselves?
I mean, it's no secret. Neji and Toshiro are the two biggest ones, and they also count as 2 of my favorites, I guess, for that reason, but also because I love them. They're great characters. But some of the characters who have my heart would be like Ippo for sure. And then I was in a show called Heat Guy J, which is a blast from the past for me, and I love it a lot because of the great visuals. It was with Bryce Pappenbrook's dad, Bob, played the robot Jay. And so there's a lot of great nostalgia attached to that show. So that's one of the shows that I like in my heart as opposed to ones that are my favorite for other reasons.
That's awesome. And Steve, we're getting pretty close to wrapping up the interview here. Thanks a lot for your time. I guess, one quick question as well as if you could recommend, if someone's trying to get into voice acting, any kind of words of advice there?
Yeah, I would say first and foremost, you have to handle being an artist. So that means taking acting classes or improv classes, learning how to have a facility with your talent and acting beyond just thinking about it as voiceovers, because voiceovers really is just acting. The only part of it that they're using is the audio, but the rest of it still has to be in place to make you good at the job and make you somebody that people want to hire. So I would say study acting. And then of course there's the administrative part of it, but you can buy how-to books to find out what it's like to do it as a job, but you can't do it as a job unless you work to become a good actor.
Yeah. No doubt. Steve, it's been an absolute pleasure to get to, see you at Ozokucon, and thanks for your time with the interview. And, now we have a very awesome live signing of the Ippo poster. Yeah. Yeah. Dope.
Gigantic Ippo poster.
Oh, that's mint. That's mint, man.
I'll tell you this. I've done a couple of these and I know that it seems kind of weird, but the fluorescent green shine shows up really well. Whatever you think.
Let's do the fluorescent green, man. That's your color. That's your color.
And do you want me to make it out to you or to the?
Let's do Eric.
ERIC.
Yeah, ERIC. There you go.
Lucky.
Oh yeah, that fluorescent green, man. It's coming along nice.
Yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't show up. And you want it to show up. You're not getting an autograph for it not to show up.
Love it.
What does it mean to be strong? Classic Ippo quote. In fact, that's the whole theme of the show, right? If you think about it like that. Go. Nice. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, Steve, my pleasure again, man. Definitely. Take care.
Thanks. Have a good one. Thank you, everybody.
Yep.